Let me ask you something, and I would really like you to think about it honestly. So when you look at your to-do list or calendar, does it truly reflect what matters most to you? Or does it mostly reflect those things that feel easy, safe, fun, demanding, urgent, or simple to do? For many people, the problem isn't that they don't have priorities. The problem is that everything is treated like a priority. And when everything is important, nothing truly is. This is how that often looks in reality. Your to-do list is long, overwhelming, and somehow still feels incomplete at the end of the day. You say yes to everything, almost everything, even when you're stretched beyond your limits. You're busting at the seams. You still say yes. Your day, or most part of your day, feels reactive. You're busy or occupied responding to people, messages, notifications, and requests instead of following your to-do list intentionally. You're doing a lot, but you're not always doing what matters most. The truth is that your schedule already reflects your priorities. Not the one that you talk about or the priorities that's living in your head. No. Your priorities are those tasks, those things that you do daily. One of the biggest reasons this happens is because we often confuse urgency with importance. Urgent things shout. They ring so loudly that they drown out the soft sounds of what matters most. Like that phone call from that your bestie in the middle of the workday. Is that really important? Or that flash of Instagram notification on your phone, does that demand an immediate response? Important things are quieter. They don't always demand immediate attention, but they shape how our day go. They even eventually shape how our lives go, the direction of our life. Like that connection moment with your child that you missed to react to that Facebook comment. Or that morning or prayer or meditation time that you replaced with scrolling through your phone. Because urgent things are loud, they often win even when they are not aligned with what we value most. And that's how family time becomes flexible, faith and fitness gets pushed to when I have time. And then our personal goals keep getting postponed week after week. There's a cost to this, and it's not always obvious right away. When your priorities are unclear, you feel busy, but then unsatisfied. You feel productive, but not fulfilled. You feel tired, but not accomplished. And over time, what happens is that it creates some kind of resentment, sometimes towards others, and sometimes toward yourself. You start wondering why you're always showing up for everyone else while the things that matter most to you keep waiting. You keep wondering why you're not looking like your goals or your desired outcome. Then the regret set in. The size of disappointment and dissatisfaction with yourself kicks in. Now, this is where non-negotiables come in. They are the things that you decide in advance that matter, so that you don't have to debate them every day. They are not everything. They are the few things that anchor your week, anchor your day, and give it clear direction. And choosing them doesn't mean you don't care about any other thing. It means you care enough to protect what truly matters. You see, your non-negotiables, they are your must-dos. Here's the flow that I want you to remember. Your values lead to your priorities, and your priorities show up in your calendar or to-do list. Values, priorities, calendar. If something truly matters to you, it deserves a place in your calendar or to-do list, not just in your intentions or memory. Your calendar or to-do list doesn't lie. Even if you don't have any of these, your report card at the end of the day will tell you the truth. It tells the truth about what you value, how you spend your energy, and what you keep or kept postponing. This is why people say things like, my family is very important to me, but family time keeps getting squeezed into leftovers. We keep giving our family the crumbs of our time. Or they say, my faith matters, but there's no specific time allocated for prayer, meditation, on all those activities, faith activities. Or maybe my health is important, but then fitness keeps waiting for the perfect week. That week where we can truly show up for our health. And often, it's not because we don't really care, but because we've never decided what was non-negotiable from the get-go. So this week, I want you to do a few simple things. Not all at once and not perfectly. It doesn't have to be perfect. The first thing, identify your top 3 priorities for this season. Not 10, not everything, just 3 priorities. Then next, the second thing, take one January goal and break it into small doable tasks. Maybe 3 small doable tasks. Something that is realistic and not overwhelming. Then number 3, look at your life through the lens of these 6 focus areas: faith, family, finance, fitness, fun, and fulfillment. And then add at least one activity from those areas in your calendar or to-do list for this week. Then finally, but not the least, choose 3 non-negotiables for the week. These are the things that matter enough that you will protect them even when life gets busy. Here's what I want you to remember as you begin your week. You don't find time for what matters. You make time for it. And when you start choosing your priorities intentionally, your schedule will slowly begin to look like the life that you truly desire. Look like those outcomes that you crave. Look like those results that you want. And not just the life that is happening to you. And if you found this accountability lesson valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And remember to try the challenge for the week. In fact, Comment accountable if you'll be trying these exercises this week. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, remember to stay accountable and keep your star shining brightly. I remain your trusted accountability partner in goals and growth, Chini the methodologist.